Hey guys, this is live 1 of 3 for today, and we are going to be talking to those newbies who have never used their silhouette or used a silhouette or used a Cricut or any kind of cutting machine. I really want to break it down for them because we've had a lot of new people get really excited about what we do, and so I wanted them, hey Stacy, I want to number one, let them know that we all started at the beginning like this, and it's totally okay, and that there's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get going, there's no holding you back. I touched my first silhouette portrait 3 years ago, so I know that it's just really, you guys are gonna love it. If you're new, I know everything can be so intimidating, especially pattern vinyl. So I wanted to do a simple project today, and I was able to take a simple project that I think is going to be super adorable and cute, and you're all gonna love it, even though it's just gonna have pattern vinyl. A lot of times I like to mix my medias, but today, hey Mame, hey Tanya, hey Karen, hey Megan. But today I want to make sure that we really streamline it and get all those questions answered for the newbies, and that is going to mean we're going to use one layer today, and because we've done a lot of layered projects, and I think that that can be a little overwhelming over time, or if they see that and they go, okay, there are so many different medias to work with, so I wanted to simplify it, but I think that what I chose a cow skull. I think it's going to go, I think you guys are going to really love it, even though it's simple. So today the pattern we're going to be using is dry brush bottoms, and I've cut one already and weeded it so that in case it's taking too much time, I can just switch to that one. But I wanted to show how easy it is to weed, which weeding means basically getting the negative space away from your design. So this is how to use SparkleBerry pattern vinyl. It's going to be so fun and so worth it. So you got, hey Jerry, hey Brittany, hey Denise. So dry brush bottoms is actually, this is the charcoal version. We have 3 colors, purple, white, and charcoal. And I just realized as I was looking through everything this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, we really haven't given enough attention to this pattern because it is gorgeous. So of course it's popular. You guys are finding it anyway, but I wanted to highlight it today and really make sure that you are seeing how beautiful it is cut. So this is a cow skull, and it kind of has a little mandala look. Or mandala. I never get it right. I always forget what it really is. So today we're going to be making a craft chameleon pillow, and it was a tough decision. I FaceTimed Lauren a few minutes ago, and I was like, which one? And I asked JJ. JJ's here with me, who is my daughter. She's helping me field questions. I asked her, I said, which one should we use? So the decision was between the natural color or the black. So you guys, I think I already made up my mind, but I want to hear what you think. Should we use the black or the natural color pillowcase? And this is, so it's going to make a pillow, nice decorative pillow. This is I think it's an 18 by 18, and again, that's at craftchameleon.com. They are awesome. They have tons of blanks, and that I love working with, and these beautiful pillow covers come in so many colors. So today we're choosing from black and cream, so let me know what you think, because I do care. I just think I have my mind made up. Although I thought it was something different when I talked. Before I called Lauren, I was like, no, I'm really leaning toward this one, and then she changed my mind. So you guys may be able to change my mind. All right. So Mame said, JJ, she said, hey JJ, she's such a great help to your mom as she is to you. That's so sweet. She is. She's such a big helper to me. As Megan's off running some sort of big race and with her boys, I don't know, it's like a Spartan race. I couldn't even believe it's like 6 miles or something. And then Yvette she's planning a live with us for next week. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this Facebook Live marathon all by myself today, because I'm going out of town for a few days, a very exciting trip for business, and I wanted to make sure that we have lots of content out there for you guys so you don't miss me too much, because I'm going to miss you. Hey, Allison. Allison's watching. Allison's going to be busy while I'm gone working on all those SparkleBerry boxes we have to get out. Oh, my goodness. If you haven't checked out the SparkleBerry subscription box, check it out. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so the pattern on my shirt, Donna, so I wore this. We made this the other day. This is washed petals, and it's actually the glitter. So you can get every pattern at SparkleBerry in glitter. And I was tempted to print a glitter one, but I said, no, that's not for the newbies. The newbies need to start with the pattern HTV, and then we'll move on to the glitter. But you can get this pattern in glitter as well. which would be gorgeous. Hey, Megan. Hey, Miss Emily. Okay, so it looks like I have a lot of my experts on. So if I have a newbie on here and you have questions, just start shooting questions to us, and I bet they'll help in the comments. And I have JJ here who's going to field the questions for me, and then we'll get to you in a minute, and hopefully we can get everything answered. Okay, deep breath. So we have our heat press. It's ready. Check. We are not going to have any weird things happen today because this is a super simple project. We're just not going to have anything weird. Okay, the first thing I want to do, we're taking you all the way back to like the beginning. Hey, Amanda. I'm going to show you, the file I'm using is from sofancy.com, and it is a cow skull with Aztec pattern. So if you search that, I'm sure you'll find it. We'll include a link to our affiliate link, but you can certainly go find it yourself as well. Sofancy is great. It's a new site, and it has a ton of designs on it. You guys should check it out. So this cow skull, I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to take you from downloading the SVG from there and putting it into Silhouette Studio, because we have had a lot of people question that lately, and how do you put the SVG in Silhouette Studio? So we're going to go through all those steps for you, okay? All right, so turning you around. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to try to get you where you're not wiggling around too much. Okay, so this is basically this is like the back side of my account at Sofancy. So don't judge me. I know I have a lot. So I'm going to go down here. This is my latest purchase, the cow skull. So I'm going to click on it. And when I do, it went up to my downloads. Yours is going to go to wherever your downloads goes, or this is a Mac, so it's a little different than PCs. Basically, you're going to want to save this somewhere, like your desktop. That's easy to access it. So I know it went to my downloads. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to Silhouette. And then I'm going to go to, oh, that is not Silhouette. That is Inkscape. Oh, goodness. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. So it's already there, but we're going to go backwards like we haven't gotten it in here yet. So I'm going to go to File, Open, and I'm going to find it. Now I'm going to pull in the SVG. With Sofancy, you're given the SVG, the PNG, the JPEG, the DXF, like all of these different types, and it's commercial use too, guys. But I'm going to pull in the SVG because that's what we offer a lot for free on our website. And so when we give you a free SVG file, I want you to know how to pull it in. I will note this. If you do not have Designer Edition or Business Edition, you will not be able to bring a SVG into Silhouette Studio. If that's the free edition, does not include that. I love this feature of the Designer Edition. I would highly recommend upgrading to Designer Edition, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. If you don't have it and you don't want to pay any money to upgrade, I understand, I don't blame you, but you'll have to use another program which is called Inkscape, and it's a free program to download, and it's just like a few more steps. You're totally like sufficient for this, but I like things to be easy. So, okay, we're going to go to the SVG file, and I'm going to double click on that, or say okay, so that it will pull it in. And then, of course, my computer wants to be a little slow for a moment. It is worth the money, Megan. I think the Designer Edition, while we're waiting on my computer to be sweet to me, the Designer Edition is worth it. There are lots of features. My favorite one is the SVG. I really like the Business Edition as well. And I can't remember if Designer Edition offers this, but I'm able to export things as SVGs, which is really, really important. Okay, why is my computer being so crazy? Probably because I have Photoshop open. I have all of these crazy things open. iMovie. Yeah, that's probably why it's not very happy with me. It really was working just a minute ago, guys. So basically, we clicked on SVG. We're going to pull it into Silhouette. And I have the Business Edition, so you're going to be able to, what is going on? And you know why this is happening, JJ? This is happening because I said nothing crazy is going to happen. It's all going to be okay. But it is. It's still going to be okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh, so we have a question. So we'll answer questions while we're waiting on my computer to not be crazy. Yes, JJ?
Nancy wants to know if you can also export as SVG.
Great question, Nancy. She says, can you also export as an SVG? You can in Business Edition. Any of my Designer Edition pros out there, can you do that with Designer Edition? That's one reason I love my Business Edition, because you can create something and then export it as an SVG, which is, what in the world? Which is really, really important. Why does this happen, guys? Can anybody tell me why it happens? QuickTime Player, we'll put that one too. All these big files. Oh, good. We have a CNN notification come in. At least it's doing that for me. I'm going to be able to. Can you export as a DXF? I believe you can export to that in PDFs and all kinds of stuff. Like, it gives you a long list. It's not just the studio files that you can normally export in the paid. So Miss Rubio says, I don't believe you can do it in Designer Edition. So Brenda, we are using the Silhouette Studio software, and this cute little colorful, beautiful little color wheel has been going for about 3 minutes now, which is really irritating me. So this is why I prepared though, guys, okay? Let me walk you through it while it's doing this, and you won't be able to necessarily see, but we did a file open, we opened our SVG. It's gonna pull it in, and when it pulls it in, you don't have cut lines. And in order to get those cut lines, you go to your send over here. To go to send, click on that, and then it will ask you, is it really even gonna like not let me do anything? There's an option, you wanna make sure it's on cut, and then it will add your cut lines. So that's very important, because if you sent this SVG to, if you send it down here to your mat without having the cut lines, it's going to do absolutely nothing. So you want to make sure that you have those red cut lines in Silhouette Studio, which are not automatically there in an SVG. So I'm going to turn you around and we're going to get moving, because I already have it cut out and weeded for you so that you guys will not have to look at that little pretty swirly thing anymore. So let me turn you. I'm sorry. I don't know why this happens to me. What'd you say, JJ? It is an evil little swirly thing. It's just not fair, and it's still going. So whenever it stops going, I will get, I'll swirl you guys around, but I want to get moving so that we can really help them, because right now we're just kind of hindering them. They're like, what are you doing? You're not a help? Hopefully not. Okay, so, voila, I cut it, and it came out just like this. No, it didn't. So what I did is I sent it to my mat, and to use pattern HTV, you're going to place it pretty side up on your mat, just like this. So see, this is my mat, pretty side up, and I'm going to load it into my machine, and I'm going to cut. Obviously right now I cannot cut because the evil little swirly thing is on my computer and it will not go away. So once I cut, very important step, if you've used solid HTV before, you know that you turn that upside down, right? And so in order to get the cut that you want when you turn it upside down, the glossy side down, solid HTV, let me get that so you have a visual. It's right here behind this. Of course, I put it right under everything. It'll give you a nice view of my neck and my beautiful design. This is a solid color. When I say solid HTV, this is what I'm talking about. So you have this glossy side. This is actually the carrier sheet, the mask that's already on it. So I placed that on my mat with the front, with it like this. So the back side of the HTV is on top. This is for solid HTV. So you would mirror cut this in order to get the design you want, obviously because you're cutting from the back of it. With patterned HTV, you don't have to do that. You don't have to remember to mirror. So it's really easy. You do it just like adhesive, no mirror cutting. You just cut your design. With the design I'm using today, it did not need to be mirrored anyway because it's symmetrical. So that makes it easy. So I like that. The next step, if you see this like clear, I'm sure you're wondering what this is. It's not the mask. This is actually the backer. On the back of this, you have a clear, kind of clear sheet that's just the backer. You want to get that off because if it stays on, whenever you press it onto your shirt, it will forever be, it will forever be stuck to the HTV and you won't be able to use it anymore, which is a very sad thing and it happens every now and then. I hope that doesn't happen to you. But basically, you got to get it off that backer. And in order to do that, remember how the solid has that glossy side and I said that was the mask that's already on it? In order to do that, you're going to use your Magic Mask medium tack that comes with your order. Now, I want to clarify this. When you order pattern HTV, if it has one sheet of pattern HTV in there, it's going to automatically get one sheet, 12 by 12 Magic Mask, and this is a sticky mask and you use it just like transfer tape. But if you order 4, you still just get 1. So that complimentary sheet is, you get 1 complimentary sheet per customer per order, okay? If you order again, you'll get another complimentary sheet, but that's if you want extra, you want to grab that. Sometimes you can use this up to like 8 times. I've used mine up to 8 times, so you want to keep the backer on this mask. Let me show you. Remember I said it was like transfer tape? It's sticky, and this one's been used a few times, I can tell, because the more you use it, the less sticky it gets. So, this backer you want to hold on to, and so you can put this back on when you're finished with it. Now I'm going to show you what to do with it next. And that's right. So Lauren said that you can use SVGs in Cricut. So that's why we like SVGs, because they're kind of universal. So it's good. I say kind of universal because you can't use them in Silhouette Studio Designer Edition for free. So unless you know the cool tricks that we will have to do, but we'll do that at another time because that's kind of its own video. So I'm going to turn you here so you see what I'm doing. This is the masking process, and you're going to see part of the ugly room in there because I forgot to put these things out of the way and pull you down. Whoop. And this is big. It took the whole sheet. I wanted to make it big though because that's a big pillow that we're using. Okay, so I'm going to unplug my Silhouette since obviously it's no help for me right now. And I'm going to take my mask and I'm going to take the entire backer off. Save it, set it to the side, and now the one you get will be a 12 by 12. This is just a piece of one, but I wanted to show you that you don't need it to cover the entire design. You just need it to cover most of it, okay? So you're going to lay it down carefully as you would regular application tape, just like that. Notice that I don't have, it went from this beautiful sheet. I had to weed it, and which is what I wanted to show you that I was doing. But basically it's taking your little weeding tool and getting all of the cuts and weeding out all of those little holes, and so that you can mask it. You want to weed before you mask. That's very important as well. All right. So JJ, while I'm doing this, I'm using a squeegee. Okay, this is a 4-inch squeegee which we have in the shop as well, and I'm just going to be squeegeeing it. I'm going to squeegee from the front and I'm going to squeegee from the back. JJ, do we have any questions right now?
Nope. Lauren answered.
Oh, Lauren's answering. Lauren's on fire. Thank you, Lauren. You're awesome. You're all awesome. The sun is shining. It's so nice. I'm so ready for spring. Really, really, really. I know, but I know it's already spring. JJ said it's already spring. It is already spring, but it's still snowing in places, and it's going to be like 40 degrees tomorrow. So I'm squeegeeing it on the front, and I'm squeegeeing it on the back. Did you guys all decide what you thought? What did the majority say, Lauren? Did you see cream or black? JJ, did you see cream or black? What do you think?
There seems to be a lot more black.
Seems to be a lot more black?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Lauren, what do you think of that? What do you think of that, JJ?
This goes against my opinion.
Okay. Okay. So, yes, Jerry, weed first, then mask. Okay. So, I masked it with my sticky special HTV transfer tape. It's called Magic Mask Medium Tack. Now I'm going to pull this off carefully, but it should be, basically we're transferring it from the backer that you're going to throw away to your carrier sheet, okay? Or mask. And sometimes it's called several things. It's called a carrier sheet, it's called a mask, it's called Magic Mask, but basically it's transfer tape that's specially formulated for HTV. And you can see right here, I got to the edge where I don't have it. I'm just going to be a little more careful when I pull it off of its backer because HTV is delicate, but it's also, like if you get a little bend in it, it's really cool because you can typically get it right, press it right out when you press. Okay, so this backer, that's thrown away, that backer. We're going to save this sticky thing in a minute. But that backer, we don't need it anymore. I love it when I'm able to just throw things away right away because then I don't get confused later. Okay, so, yes, JJ?
Denise wants to know, where is that file at again?
Yes, Denise, we're going to give you that file, but it's from Sofancy, and it's a cow, skull, Aztec. If you search those at sofancy.com, you'll be able to find it, and I'm going to put our affiliate link up later. So everybody's saying black, Jays?
Yep.
Lauren, do you agree?
She said that we're going to make ours in cream.
Okay, so Lauren and JJ will make one in cream, and since we will have it, because I prepped for 2 projects so you guys could see it, we're going to go with black, okay? Going with black. Going with the black pillowcase. So, Denise says, thanks, JJ.
You're welcome.
So Sherry asked if you get that Squeegee thing with the monthly box or buy separately. So with this first monthly box, we've already decided it will get the Squeegee. I don't know if I'll put one in there every time. Most people don't need one a month, except for Emily because her cat flews them, right, Emily? Okay, so a couple of things when you're working with a pillow cover. You have a zipper on it, most likely, or you have like a pocket. So just be mindful of that when you're placing. So they like that. There's a zipper on this one, so I'm going to make sure my zipper's at the bottom because that's where I want it. I don't know, you type A people, you may have a different opinion. Feel free to share. I love seeing other people's opinions. The first thing I want to do, though, whenever I get ready to prep my project is I want to put a beautiful line down the middle so that I can make sure to center it perfectly. And that way, I don't make any mistakes and make it crooked or whatever. I love being perfect, as you all know. No, for those of you that don't know me, you know that it's okay. It's not. I try to be perfect, but I really also, lately, I'm really thinking, I think progress is better than perfection. And that's what we're going to go with because nobody can be perfect. So we're going to press this because it's going to do two things. It's a quick press to get the moisture out of it, as well as to press that line down the middle of it so that I can make a nice, beautiful, symmetrical project. I'm going to close my computer since it is no help to me today. And we'll open it back up and see if it can help us see the file thing. And that would be great if I like finished it again like I did the other day prematurely. Okay, so I'm going to try to get you on here. Now, what did they say, JJ?
I just saw your face whenever you dropped it.
Oh, my face is funny. It'll probably be the thumbnail. Facebook loves to make the thumbnail of my Facebook Lives like the craziest thing.
I hope it's the thumbnail.
All right. I didn't need to necessarily clamp it, as I've been told, but I am doing it. And you only need like a 3-second press, 3-5 seconds, somewhere around there. And then now, look, I have a beautiful line down the middle. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. Hope you guys don't get motion sick with me today, but I really wanted to show you all the steps. Okay, we have a question. JoJo's raising her hand.
Mary wants to know where she can find cases. I'm guessing she means pillowcases.
The pillowcases? craftchameleon.com. So Craft Chameleon is a great friend of ours, and they have it. They also carry some of our vinyl, so you should go check them out. They have lots of beautiful colors in these pillowcases, and they're so fun. I love making pillowcases. All right, so if you notice and you're like, oh my gosh, what is she doing? I will tell you what I'm doing. I am placing a beautiful line down the middle of my project because guess what? Remember how I told you that HTV is delicate, but it's durable in other ways. So we're going to do this so that I can make it exactly perfect. It won't be exactly perfect, it never is. But that way I can place it on the other line that I just made on my pillowcase. So we're gonna put a line down the middle, and whenever, you'll see, whenever I press this, that line's gonna disappear. But at least this way, and look, you can see the floppy on the side. It doesn't need it covering the whole thing. I will need to protect it with a Teflon sheet or parchment paper so that it doesn't stick to my heat press, but it doesn't need, you don't need to cover your entire design. Okay, so this little press is a 9x12. So I'm going to actually have to press it in steps, and that's okay too, because a lot of you have irons, so it's kind of, all that matters is heat and pressure, okay? So we're going to do one side, and then we'll do the next side, and that's what's important. Okay, so turning you again. Now, I'm going to lay this, oh gosh, we're going to do it down here. And that way you guys can see. I told you you'd get motion sick. So I'm laying that middle line. And I'm going to go more to the top of my pillowcase. I could have made my design a little bigger, but we're going with it. And I'm matching up that middle line of my skull with my middle line of my beautiful pillowcase. So I'm keeping that. This is that transfer tape. Remember, guys, that mask we talked about? It's still on there. And you're going to pull that off after you give it a quick press. Okay, so we're going to the press. We're going to press. So exciting. And there's this one little floppy that keeps going crazy. So I'm getting out my Teflon sheet. You can get these on Amazon. We don't carry these on the shop right now. I say go to Amazon right now just because that's where I have gotten them recently. And then my friends are great. They constantly supply me with things because things go missing all the time. I don't know why. It's not like I don't put things back exactly where they belong every single time. Right, JJ? Okay, all right, so we're over here. I have my Teflon covering because I had that exposed HTV on that side. So now I'm going to do a tack, okay? which means I'm not going to put it all the way to the, I'm not going to press it all the way, because remember, I have part of my design hanging off, because this cute little press is adorable, but sometimes, I'm going to turn this around, but sometimes it may not be big enough for the design. Yes, JJ?
Two things.
Uh-huh.
Lauren said that the pillow form will fit the pillow, or will fill the pillow a bit, and so she thinks the size is perfect.
Okay, perfect.
And then
The size is perfect. Okay, so Lauren thinks the pillowcase size is perfect?
no, like the decal.
Oh, okay, good. I'm glad. I'm really, it makes me really, really happy to know I made a good decision.
And then Megan wants to know where your heat press is from.
Megan
Davis.
Okay, I thought it was Megan Martin. I was like, that girl knows where this is from. Okay, so Megan Davis wants to know where the heat press is from. It's a Hotronix heat press, and we'll get you the link to that. And you should get it where we tell you to, because we know they're awesome, and this is an awesome heat press. Okay, so you notice I just did a quick tack on either side. I did not press it for the full 15 seconds. By the way, my heat press is around 300 right now, which is perfectly fine. I've found pressing in between 300 and 320. I know you guys think I'm crazy that it can be that big of a variance, but I've not had any trouble. So when you have a media, say a solid color that takes a higher temperature, it totally can handle it. This pattern vinyl can totally handle it. So 300, 320 Fahrenheit, totally fine. So we're gonna peel this hot, okay? The reason why I'm taking it off before I give it its final full press is because I don't want the edges of this the edges of this sheet to press into the HTV. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off because I can, and we're just going to remember to use our Teflon to, oh, y'all made a good choice with the black, guys. Woohoo! See, I told you my mind can be changed very easily, too easily sometimes. All right, we're gonna do the same thing we did, but this time it's gonna be a complete, well, and we don't even have to go the full amount. I already looked at it, it's already pressed pretty solid, but I'm gonna go ahead and press it. It's medium pressure, by the way. That pressure is really important whenever you press. So we're gonna give it, maybe not the full time, but you know, make sure overall it's been the full time. Okay, and now I'm going to switch it around. And just want to make sure that I'm getting that middle, and I am. Don't you guys worry. I got this under control. Y'all didn't think I could do it, huh?
I thought you could do it.
JJ thought I could do it. All right. All right, let's see. Yes, I was gifted the heat press from Stalls. Thank you, Mame. And that is originally where I got it from. Yes, they gave it to me. Yeah, that was special. But you can get it from Hotronix. I'll talk to them about gifting it to you, but I don't know. That would that'd be a very popular thing, and probably everybody would want it gifted. Okay, guys, pattern vinyl HTV, dry brush blossoms, charcoal. Let me make sure we get it good here. I'm going to turn you a little bit so you're in the. There we go. Okay, dry brush blossoms, charcoal. Okay, on a craft chameleon pillow. And it is adorable. It really even wasn't like, first of all, I love weeding my pattern vinyl. It's my favorite thing to weed. I think it's the easiest thing to weed. Sorry, Easy Weed. I love Easy Weed too, but I think this is the easier this is a Caesar product that we print on, but this is super easy to weed. So this was not hard at all. And let's see how we look on our placement. Sometimes you'll see me when I finish projects and I'll be like, I have to turn it like this because it's crooked. I'll be like, isn't that nice, guys? But this one's not crooked. Yes, JJ? JJ has a question.
Denise wants to know if there are any adjustments you need to make if you're using a Cricut Easy Press instead of a full-size heat press.
That's such a great question. Denise is her name?
Yes, ma'am.
So Denise, really great question about the Cricut Easy Press. I don't have one. So Cricut, if you're listening, maybe you'll send me a free Cricut Easy Press. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I know. I'm thinking about getting one because I want to see what you guys are working with. I think I've heard great things about it, and I'll just reiterate what I said before. Pressure is very important. A lot of people think that if it's not sticking, that it's because they need to crank it up in heat or they need to do it for longer. But I will tell you that the people that email us and have trouble with it, 9 times out of 10, actually every time out of 10, if they're telling us it's not sticking, we know that they skipped that backer step of getting that backer off. So you're not going to have trouble with it sticking. It's going to work beautifully with your Cricut Easy Press. Even though I haven't done that yet, I know it will, because it's about pressure and it's about heat. So as long as that beautiful machine is giving you that, you should be fine. You should be just perfect. So here we go. Again, I just love this. So Lauren, what do you think? Do you think we did right with the black? JJ, what do you think?
I think I would have liked the natural one.
JJ wants the natural one. Well, we have other colors of the dry brush blossoms too that I may would have chosen if we were going to go natural. So this was perfect. I'm glad you chose the black, guys. That's secretly what I wanted. Sorry, Lauren, that you were wrong on this one, but it doesn't happen very often, you know? So Lauren likes it. I agree, Lauren, that this was the perfect size. I hope you guys like my placement. So see how I put it? I thought I was putting, yeah, I did. I put it a little bit more toward the top, which if you think about it, how a pillow, how something sits on a pillow, to me, you want it more toward the top, because otherwise it'd be kind of leaning down to the bottom, right? So this is another pillow we made from Craft Chameleon. So, Megan's chiming in. All right, I'm not sure if you said this or not, but did you say, do you want to peel it off when it is still hot from the heat press, or wait until it cools down? Okay, so this is a peel hot product, but you notice I took probably about 30 seconds to peel it, so it was warm. Totally fine. It's not a peel cold though, so just, no, peel it off right away. Just don't burn yourself. All right, so let's see what this is going to look like on our pillow. I think it's going to look good. Okay, so again, let me go over everywhere I got this. We also have a live at 4 and at 5, so that's to charge. I have a little break in between so I can charge my phone, like take a drink of water and chill for a second. But let me tell you where I got everything. JJ has a question, but let me tell them first where I got everything, because it may answer their question. Okay, so pattern vinyl is SparkleBerry at SparkleBerryInk.com, and this is dry brush blossoms charcoal. The pillowcase is Craft Chameleon. CraftChameleon.com. You can find it along with many other things, many other colors. They have keychains. They have cut files that go along with their stuff. Super great. The other thing, let's see, Squeegee you can get from the store. The mask, you get a complimentary sheet in every order of HTV at SparkleBerryInk.com. This is a Teflon sheet that I got from Amazon. My heat press is a Hotronix heat press gifted to me from Stalls. And I did this on my silhouette. My computer acted up. It's still spinning around, so we're just gonna have to do that another time. But okay, JJ, what's your question?
Selena wants to know what the pattern on the pillow that's already filled
Oh,
is.
good question. So the pattern on this pillow, Celine, this says sweet. Who is it? Selena. Okay, sorry, Selena. This is one of my really, truly all-time faves. I say that a lot, but this one truly, truly, truly is. This is Whimsy Whirls Purple, and we've done a lot with this. And this is actually the glitter, because you can get every pattern in SparkleBerry in glitter. And then we used for the outside, we used the Stalls Fashion Film, Electric Magenta, and it was a beautiful match made in heaven, just gorgeous. So this says Sweet Southern Mess. I know it's backwards, but it is not in real life, I promise. And you can see the glitter shimmering. And that's what we'll have to do next time with the dry brush blossoms. I really want it. Right now, I think I'm now going to go print the glitter so that I can do another pillow to show the glitter, because that's just so beautiful. So, file was from Sofanti, if I didn't say that in my little wrap-up. Are there any other questions, JJ, that we missed?
I don't think so.
Okay, awesome. All right, so press Option, Command, and Escape to reboot the software. Thank you, Darcy. I bet that's what it is. I think it's just like one of these things that something has to just go crazy and awry during my live, but I'll do that when I get off. Okay, 4 o'clock, and I definitely need to prep for this one because we're doing something with my iPad Pro. This is a brand new thing for me. I just got my iPad Pro and Apple Pencil, and I'm going to show you my way. And I am still a beginner, so I'm sure you experts are going to tell me a different way and better, but I learn all the time from you guys whenever I do these lives. I'll show you my easy way that I do it, where I can pull in the file from my Apple iPad Pro into Silhouette Studio, so you can actually like design your own stuff. That's going to be a fun one. So join me at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and then at 5 p.m. we're going to have a Q&A over the SparkleBerry box. which is the subscription box that we just rolled out, and any other Q&A that you have. Any other questions, we want to make sure that we get those answered for you. And we're also, I'll talk about this in every live as well. The Girl Boss search is still going in the way that I'm still going through applications. I just want you guys to know nobody's forgotten about it. I am just making sure that I'm making a very prayerful and careful decision for those 2 girl bosses. So you'll be hearing from me very soon about that, very, very, very soon. So don't worry, it's still on the docket. And, oh, I was going to show you guys the mystery pack. That was also the other thing. All right, so the mystery pack right now that ends Wednesday, okay? It has this adorable unicorn profiles in it. This is a super cute. This one is, if you get the combo adhesive and HTV package, this comes in adhesive. Then we have Prickles this week is the Prickles Pink, because everybody's loving cactuses or cacti. And so you can get, you get this in HTV and adhesive in that mystery pack. This next one I'm like really, really excited about is Dizzy Dye. And can you just imagine, guys, what that's going to look like when you cut it? Woo! And this is one of, this is Stacy's newest watercolor. If you guys are a fan of Stacy's watercolor, I'm sure you are. This is her newest one. And it comes in HTV and adhesive in the mystery pack, as well as a sheet of glitter laminate and the mask that goes along with it so that you can do the projects that you want to do. Okay, so see you at 4. Thank you guys for all your help. Bye.